Hello all, I just want to give you a short little walkthrough on how ProctorTrack is going to work because I realize it's a little bit different. Many of you may not have used this before. So this week you're going to see, of course, the assignment checklist. You're going to see that final exam agreement, and then under that you're going to see the ProctorTrack onboarding agreement, onboarding quiz rather. I will just point out this final exam agreement is just a basic quick agree to all the conditions, make sure you know what's going on. This ProctorTrack onboarding quiz is what I really want to concentrate on. So ProctorTrack is what you're going to use for your final exam. We're going to do a couple ProctorTrack activities before we get there, just to make sure we're all comfortable with it. So if you click on this, it's going to open up the ProctorTrack Dashboard. And so right now, the only thing you'll see sitting down there is just the one ProctorTrack onboarding quiz. And that's what you need to do this week. And so the way this is going to work, you're going to click on the Go To Test. It's going to prompt you to make sure that you realize you're going to have to download and run ProctorTrack. You're going to have to run the system check. You're going to have to perform an identity check. So that could be a personal ID of any sort, as long as it has a photo personal ID. So it could be your school ID or your driver's license, anything like that's fine. It needs to have a picture. It's going to prompt you to run the test. And so underneath, you're going to see all the things you're allowed to have, the things you're not allowed to have. So for instance, you need to have proper lighting. You are not allowed to have digital resources, not allowed to have headphones, those sorts of things. This quiz really is not going to be a very big deal. You don't need to stay for this. It's going to be 2 questions, and one of them is basically, you can run ProctorTrack, yes, and that's the answer. So it's not, it's going to be a very quick little quiz. So once you've read all that, you're going to click on I've read and go to next step. And now it's going to try to open up ProctorTrack. And this is where I have to kind of stop my demonstration, because once ProctorTrack opens, it's actually going to kick me off of this recording. It won't let me run this recording in the background because ProctorTrack kind of takes over your screen, and it will only allow you to open up the sites it knows you're supposed to be at. So you can run the My Math Lab program in Moodle, but it's going to make me close this recording. So I'm going to just kind of talk you through where you would go from here. So once you click Open ProctorTrack, you will have to download ProctorTrack. It's also going to just check your settings and check your internet speeds, things like that. And then once it opens up, it's going to automatically take you to this page right here, the My Math Lab sign-in page. Going to sign in the same way you normally do. If you don't know how to sign in through My Math Lab, you can always go back to Moodle, and you can go back to however you signed in initially, which probably was that sign-in link right there. So you can use that as well. So either way is fine. All right, it's just at this point, what you're going to see is at the top of your screen is going to be a ProctorTrack recording bar. And it's going to say you're being monitored. It's going to give you a password up in this corner up here. And so then once you get to your tests and quizzes, you're going to see that ProctorTrack onboarding quiz sitting right there. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to type in the password. And the password is given to you, like I said, up in that top right corner. ProctorTrack will give you that password. And so you're just going to type that in right here, hit submit. You'll complete your quiz. Once you've completed the quiz, only 2 questions long, it's going to take you all of 2 minutes. You'll submit your quiz, and then once you submit your quiz, then you'll hit end ProctorTrack. And it's that simple. So it really does just walk you through everything. The key is you need to make sure that ProctorTrack is running before you do this quiz, and you won't be able to do it because you won't know the password until you open ProctorTrack. You need to make sure you submit the quiz before you end your ProctorTrack session.